when I went to the 59th Street station to catch the 4 express going north, back to the place where I was staying. Oh, sorry, I went to it was closed. There was a suspicious package apparently. News spreads so quickly in New York City, so you just listen in on people. So I went to 51st. We were just kept waiting, waiting, waiting. No train. And as I'm waiting there for the train, I saw a very interesting thing in terms of culture. You know, I have this idea in my mind of, and I think that's because of Michigan, which FBI says 2 years ago. It's the third most diverse state, but it's #1 in hate crimes. And so I'm assuming that, you know, these diverse cultures, when they come together, there's a lot of racism. So there's a few guys, like 3, 4 guys, young guys. You know, looks like, you know, if you mess with them, they're gonna mess you up. Um, and so they're sitting there. They have heavy New York accents. Locals, they know the system very well. And a Chinese guy comes, very thick accent, and he asks them, you know, how they get to this train, and they're surprisingly nice. They're so nice to him. They explain it to him. They mention it twice to him. They say it louder, but not loud in a very rude, racist way, like what happens to my mother, who has an accent in Michigan. Rather in a loud, polite way. And then they offer for him to go with them. They're like, you know what? We're actually catching the train. We're going north and then switching because of construction. Just come with us. And so I found that really interesting. Also, a worker was down with us from the subway because, you know, they're doing a lot of renovation, and so there's a lot of problems with that. The crowd's building up, and he gets asked by like 20 people what's going on, why isn't it coming in? So he's like, no, it's okay, you know, it's coming back. He's just finishing off work. He wants to go home to his family, and he was so nice about it. I thought he would be really mad. So just him being super cool. It's not like the New Yorker, you know, the stereotypical New Yorker, walking really quickly, head down, get out of my way, rude and stuff like that. It's more nuanced than that. It's more different than that. Although my New Yorker friend, when he did go to Michigan, he had just come back from Michigan for a visit, to visit some family there. He was like, you people are so calm. And he's like, I noticed that. He's like, the Michigan people just in general, they're so calm. They face these tough situations, they're so calm. Relative to us, you know, we get mad quickly. So it's just a generalization, but finally we heard a loud announcement with bad quality speakers. I could barely understand them. And they said the whole subway is being closed. And so that's not a common thing, but it does happen every once in a while. It's so easy. I just got up, asked for directions, caught a bus that went straight north on 3rd Avenue, and I went home. What's interesting is I saw a sign that said, don't honk. And it said $350 penalty for honking. Imagine that if they implemented that in the Middle East. First of all, you have a lot more car accidents because it's used to avoid that. And I'm thinking maybe that's why it's so quiet. It's a nice place. Again, I could see myself studying there, living there for a few years, maybe 5, 6 years max, but not raising my children there, not having a family there. It was the weekend, so maybe it's quieter, less people. It's the summertime, so that may have been a reason for that. My friend said usually there's 2 times more people than we saw in different areas. I feel like there's a lot more going on in the East Coast in general than the Midwest, where I'm from. I did eat peanuts, honey roasted peanuts. That was supposed to be a special thing in New York, and they were good, though expensive. And then I took Fungwa back. I took the 6th train to Canal Broadway Street, and what I'm reading right now are the directions to get there. So that's the end of my vlog. I had a great time again, and I would definitely, I mean, as soon as I get an opportunity to go close to New York City, I'm going to get on a bus or get on a train and get there. And again, you can do, New York is like New York, D.C., New York, Boston, New York, New Haven, Connecticut, if you want to go to Yale, if you want to go to Georgetown, or if you want to go to Harvard, if you want to go to Princeton, it's just across. And so I didn't get to go to Princeton. I really want to go to Princeton, New Jersey, but hopefully soon, maybe during the end of the year, I want to visit it and, you know, have a good time there and see a new city. So I had a great time again, and I feel so much better. Here I'm in Indianapolis right now, and just arrived yesterday. So I'll be posting a few videos, and I'm gonna update you on what's going on until now. And then there's 2 videos that I missed of the end of Egypt and describing Syria, which I'll fill in afterwards, inshallah. So take care, everybody, and Assalamu alaikum.